morning, guys. I am back out in the garage. Did not video anything yesterday because yesterday I spent all day cutting up all the plastic that was there that I don't intend on using. I didn't figure that'd be very entertaining. It's kind of boring for me even, and took legitimately all day. I cut everything into little tiny pieces so I could put them in bags. I ended up with 4 construction bags full. So today's the day. I am going to start sawzalling. Big sawzalling. So let me flip you around here and I'll kind of give you an idea of where I want to start, how I want to do it, and we will go from there. Sorry. Super tired. I slept about 3 hours last night. Basically, the first thing I'm going to do is cut the roof bars. I was going to scrap them or save them and sell them, but I don't think there's much of a market for it. I haven't really sold a whole lot of nothing off this thing. A few kind of small pieces that did walk weren't really worth the time it took to do it. So I want to cut those. I want to cut basically right in the center of the roof, right in this area, just all the way up to maybe the B pillar here right in front of the window, or I guess technically a C pillar. I'm going to come across right here because I don't want to hit this. I want to make sure I can look down and make sure there's nothing else holding that. It appears to be fully loose, but I don't know if there's something maybe that holds the tube going down. And I want to make the pieces relatively small so I can carry them. Might also cut the bracketry for the sunroof just to pop the sunroof down. Because again, that's not something that I'm going to sell. I'm not keeping it. None of that. Everything else is going to come out all the way up to this point. I'm going to try to cut right in that area and hopefully be able to tilt it and get this all out in one piece, the windshield. I will have to take these off, but most of the work today is going to be Sawzall work. So I will throw you somewhere while I start maybe tearing this apart first, and then I will start up and start sawzalling, so you guys will have a nice little view of that, because she is basically gutted about as far as I need outside of the sawzall. I do got to take the running boards off, but that might be after I place the body. That way, if we got to kind of bow the body or stretch it and it pops over the floor pan, it doesn't fall all the way down. Those will catch it. I can always yank them off after the body's on. They just bolt to the frame. It's not a huge deal. So that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and start. Actually, no, I'm not. I got one. You know, I don't have a VIN tag for this, but I've got a production line. And I got a little tag right there. That apparently is called a buck tag, and that tells me, from at least what I've read and what I've researched, that this car was made not by the Ford manufacturing plant, but by a manufacturing plant for Ford in Canada. So this car was probably originally a Canadian car, which to me is very surprising because the body is in such good shape that I don't know that it's I couldn't believe it was from up north where they get a whole bunch of snow. This body here that was with the 49 was way worse shape, floor pan wise and stuff like that. It had a good chassis, but the sheet metal was pretty bad. But I don't know. Anyway, I want to go ahead and get to this and start checking her out. guys, I'm back. If you can see in the time lapse, I got everything off. I tried really hard to get the windshield off in one piece. Hopefully, I was hoping it would just pop. It would not. I cut the pillars about 3-4 times per side trying to get a gap. It finally just broke, and I figured F it. So, whew. I don't know how long a time lapse that was, but I don't know, I think that was a couple hours work. I am whooped. It is so miserably humid here. So, I'm going to probably take a breather for a few minutes. I'm going to chop back. Here, I'll turn you around. Chop back all the glass that's left. Try to get this piece off. I figure that won't be very entertaining at all. When I get this clear, get this off, and start working back on the rear quarters, I will hit back with you guys. So yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you guys here in a few, because I don't expect this to go real fast. So, catch you on the next clip. Hey guys. Phew, that was a chore and a half. Flip you around here so you can... That, all along there, is where the windshield was attached. And let me tell you, that was a damn nightmare. If I knew for a fact it was getting covered up, that would have probably just stayed glass under there. It was not a very pleasant thing to deal with. I think I've got 2.5 hours maybe scraping that seal with a oscillating tool is what I ended up using, because I could not get it with a knife. I know high-end windshield guys do it with knives all the time. I've watched them do it. I am not that guy. It just was not cooperating with me. Vacuum, chop back glass the entire time because I'm trying to keep the mess down. That being said, I do got glass everywhere, little bits and pieces, but nothing crazy. I'm going to do a couple little things. I want to go ahead and probably start, here, I'll flip you around. Probably put you guys back on a time lapse and start trimming some of that up. Not sure which side. I'm probably going to start on the gas side first, because it's going to have to be in a bunch more little pieces than the other side, because I really don't want to damage the neck. There's still, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a tank of gas in it, so I don't really want to have to pull the tank and dump it. So, that being said, I'll put you on time lapse. Guys, that's pretty well cut. It's everything I want. I'm going to cut this little dog leg off. I'm probably just going to do that off camera. And I want to try to get the hinges there off, the wiring tucked back in, and the antenna tucked back in. I don't know that I want to film any of that, just more of the same. It's actually drop temperature, which makes me really want to continue to work, but I have stuff I have to do today. And quite honestly, I slept about 3 hours last night, so I'm already kind of whooped. So that's probably where we're going to leave this one tonight. Turn around, give you guys a good once over of the whole car, and then I will see you boys tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it.